All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about mopping when you have sciatica. But really, what we're talking about is a simple, repeatable way to get your floors clean without having to pay for it with pain the next day.
Next day leg lightning. Wow, does that phrase hit a little too close to home? If it does, you're in exactly the right place. You know that awful feeling, right? You finish the chore, you feel fine, maybe even a little proud, and then you wake up the next morning feeling like you've been hit by a truck, wondering what on earth you did wrong.
And here's something you really need to hear. It's not you. You are not fragile. The problem is the task itself. Mopping, as it turns out, is secretly packed with twisting motions, and when you have a nerve that's already, let's say, a little bit cranky, it doesn't take much to make it really angry.
So that's our whole mission here. In just the next few minutes, we're going to give you a system, a clear, straightforward way to clean your floors without paying that horrible tomorrow tax on your body.
First things first, we need to play detective and uncover the real culprit here. The reason the pain often shows up later is because the problem isn't obvious while you're doing it. It's hiding in plain sight, right in the movement itself.
So what's really going on? It's not one big dramatic twist that gets you. It's something the source material calls quiet irritation. Think of it like a death by 1,000 paper cuts. It's an accumulation of 100 tiny, almost unnoticeable spins that build up over time. You feel totally fine in the moment, but that irritation is building, silently.
And these sneaky little twists tend to happen in three specific situations. We'll call them the twist traps. First is the reach trap. That's when you try to stretch and cover just a little more floor. Then there's the ring trap, a total classic, where your hips stay put but your shoulders rotate to the bucket. And finally, the corner trap, where the mop goes into the corner but your feet stay behind.
Okay, so how can you catch yourself in the act? Try this brilliant little mental trick, the belt buckle test. Imagine your belt buckle is a flashlight. That beam of light should always be pointing in the same direction as your mop. The second that beam veers off course, that's your signal. It means your spine has taken over the job of rotating, and that's exactly what we want to avoid. It's a fantastic, in-the-moment self-check.
Okay, we've put the problem under the microscope. Now for the good part, the solution. Let's get into the no-twist system. This is your game plan for a pain-free clean.
And it's really just a two-part system. It's that simple. Step 1 is your setup. Get that handle height right. With the mop head flat on the floor, your hands should hang naturally somewhere between your wrist and your elbow. This is key for keeping your shoulders relaxed. Step 2 is all about the movement. We're getting rid of that old, jerky, back and forth sawing motion. Instead, you're going to use a smooth, gliding figure 8 pattern. Let's really break that down. The old way, the saw, is full of jarring stops and yanks. It practically invites your torso to twist and compensate. But the new way, the glide, it's a game changer. You're drawing two smooth, connected loops, which spreads the effort out across your powerful hips and legs. And, this is the magic part, it naturally encourages your feet to move, letting your whole body rotate instead of just your spine. And this, right here, is the single most important thing to remember. If you take nothing else away, burn this into your brain. If your feet are planted on the floor, but your mop is moving all over the place, that rotation has to come from somewhere. And your spine is going to volunteer for the job every single time. You have to move your feet.
All right, we have the system down. Now let's talk about the real world. Let's get into mastering the details so you can avoid those common traps and keep this process flare-up free.
Here's your new golden rule, and it is absolutely non-negotiable. The number is 2. Your bucket should never be more than 2 steps away from you. Any farther, and you're just tempting yourself into a long, twisting reach to wring out the mop. Yes, it means you'll move the bucket more often, but that's the whole point.
And when you get to that bucket, here's your checklist for wringing without torque. Face the bucket head on. Square your hips up to it. Hinge just a little bit from your hips, not from your back. And then keep your elbows tucked in close to your sides. This simple sequence takes all the twisting force right out of the movement.
It's also smart to think about your tools. Different mop heads can create different risks. A super slick microfiber pad can tempt you to overreach because it glides so easily. A high-resistance Scurby pad might make you want to twist and muscle through sticky spots. And spin mops are great, but they can create a twisting ritual if that bucket is too far away. The key is just to be aware of what you're working with. Now let's call out the most common mistakes. Number 1, twisting to save steps. We're all wired to be efficient, I get it, but this is where you need a major mindset shift. The fix is to change your goal. You're not trying to take the fewest steps anymore. Your new goal is to create the least amount of nerve irritation. That's it.
Common mistake number 2 is locking your elbows and using a death grip on the handle. When all that tension goes into your upper body, your torso feels like it has to jump in and compensate with a twist. The fix is simple. Relax. You're supposed to guide the mop, not wrestle it to the ground. Keep your shoulders down and your elbows soft.
And finally, common mistake number 3, chasing drips. You see that one little drop of water out of the corner of your eye and you just lunge for it, right? Don't fall for it. Drips are bait. They are designed to lure you into a painful twist. The fix? Be systematic. Ignore the drip for a second, step towards it, and calmly collect it on your next figure 8 loop.
Okay, we've covered the why and the how. Now let's pull it all together into a super simple action plan you can use today.
Here's your 1-minute setup. It's just 4 steps. 1, set your handle height. 2, place your bucket. Remember, 2 steps max. 3, test it out in just one small room. And 4, redefine what success looks like in corners. Good enough is the new perfect. No need to be a hero.
And this might be the biggest shift of all. You have to change how you measure success. A win is no longer a sparkling clean house finished in one marathon session. The real win, your new scoreboard, is having a clean floor and waking up the next day with 0 new or increased symptoms. That is the victory.
Because that's what this is all about, right? A clean floor isn't a one-time thing. It's a task you need to be able to repeat without that feeling of dread. This system is all about giving you the ability to clean your home without fear. So, are you ready to give it a try?